We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Chicago White Sox. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Lucas Giolito is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, what comes with Lucas Giolito, a big arm, 95 to 100 miles an hour, hard-breaking slider. One of the issues Giolito has had is not a lot of swings and misses, so we'll be able to watch him early on to see if he brings some swings and misses, and if he does, it should be a powerful outing for Giolito.
Digging in, Joey Wendell. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And that's taken for a called strike two. A cool 47 degrees tonight at first pitch. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Willy Adames. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
The count now at 2-2. The pitch. One out, nobody on. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything or this guy will abuse them. He'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that.
And it's 1-2. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
At the plate, Brandon Lowe. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
As a pitcher right there, do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one off.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Meadows, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it the side is retired. 1 left for Tampa. Now it's the White Sox turn in a scoreless ball game. Ryan Yarbrough, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Standing in, Leury Garcia. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now a swing and a fly ball. Right fielder is on the run, but this will land untouched. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
So here's Yoan Moncada. He'd love to carry over some of the magic from last night. He was 5 for 5 in that ball game. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A bouncer to the left side, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Batting third, the shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Stepping in now, Tim Anderson. High in the air out towards shallow right. Meadows is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the power bat of Edwin Encarnacion. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. 2 out with the man at first. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. A man left for the White Sox. Still no score. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit, and he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty.
Two balls, 2 strikes. I got 3 and 2.
Nate Lowe is on deck. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Rutherford is back, and he reaches up to put it away for a long out, number 1.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Nate Lowe.
Stepping up to the plate, Nate Lowe. No score here as we play inning number 2. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Into the box, Yandy Diaz. Back up the middle and in for a base. And he is in there. So a struggle to play. So now to the plate, Mike Zunino. 2-1. Swung on and missed. That strike two. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he got him. Rays strand just the one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's Jose Abreu. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. A shot down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up next, the switch hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. All right, back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Batting seven.
Ready now for the White Sox, Nick Madrigal. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him. And to boot, the defense was on its heels.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. The three of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as Kevin Kiermaier settles in to start the inning. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
To the plate now, Joey Wendell. Fouled away. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. So 2 are gone here in the Tampa Bay third inning. And up next will be Willy Adames. Third inning, no score to this point. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Garcia is under this one. And he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Down in order go the Rays. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Welcome back. The White Sox are set to hit here in the third inning, and hit is something that they've done very well this season. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive in runs. Their numbers certainly confirm that, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Swung on and chopped up the middle. Scooped up. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Hey, I love the fact the second baseman didn't put it in his pocket right there. He had no chance to get that runner at first with his speed getting down the line, but perfect exchange made it bang bang.
At the plate, Blake Rutherford. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-2 is taken high above the zone. Now a throw over and the runner back in standing. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Fly ball, not particularly deep. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Ready for another chance? Leury Garcia hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Now perhaps sensing he's going to look to first. A dive, but he's back. Working for the punch out and the offering. Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Hey, you know it's not a hit and run right there with a 3-2 full count. Just putting a runner in motion, but it worked out just the same. Nice base hit right there, and we got first and third.
In now, Yohan Moncada. And it's fouled away. The 1-2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 2-2.
We got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2.
You're at first and third, 1 away. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
When a guy's been swinging the bat as well as he has in this series, you definitely want to take the bat out of his hands. A free pass to first is better than what he's been doing the last couple of games.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 3-2 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. 1 run scores. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, this one's a long way from being over, D-roll, but that big base hit right there gives him a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Dan, without question right there. Huge at bat. Gives his team the lead. Hopefully the pitcher's able to settle down now. He's got some runs on his back, and he's able to go out and execute.
Standing in now, Edwin Encarnacion. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball, 1-2.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Another try at 2-2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Bases are loaded here with 1 away. And one of the more prolific RBI men in the league the last few years, Jose Abreu, will bat next. Now the 1-1 pitch.
3 balls, 1 strike.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 2-1 home. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's in there, base hit. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game.
Well, last time this guy had some success, but he can't seem to get it going here. In fact, he's given up more hits in this one than he did his entire last outing. And we're only in the 3rd inning.
At the plate now, Yasmani Grandal down the third baseline. 3 runs already home here. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Line to the right side, but foul. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Luis Robert would be next. Oh, and it misses, ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Man, when you're trailing, you hate to give up any runs, but walking one in is especially painful. Now the lead is extended, and a base hit could blow the lid right off this thing.
Coming to the plate again, Luis Robert, as he'll bat for the 2nd time in the inning. Two and one. Into the corner and slicing foul. 4 runs here in this half inning. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they strike for 4 runs in the inning, but are denied a chance to really do damage as they leave the bases loaded. 3 innings complete. The White Sox lead it 4-0. All set for the start of the 4th. So striding in, Austin Meadows. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Ready now, Brandon Lowe comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. To short, hit hard. That's through for.
Hey, looks like they might have something brewing right here. That's back-to-back base runners after a few runs were scored in the inning before, too.
Yeah, Dan, I have to imagine your team throws up a crooked number. You want to go out and some guys on base. This could get interesting.
Stepping in now, Ji-Man Choi. Hard liner to center field. Garcia is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Nate Lowe.
Now to the plate, Nate Lowe. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rays DH. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Into the box, Yandy Diaz. Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high. Oh, tough pitch. Things just not going his way on the mound right now. 3-1.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Fastball in there, 3-2.
Full count, 3-2.
Hit on the ground out to short. Anderson picks it up. On to first, and the Rays are kept off the scoreboard here as the side is retired. Rays strand a pair. They trail here 4-0. Welcome back to the South Side as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Brendan McKay answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
McKay.
Stepping in, Blake Rutherford. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Ready with another 2-2. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. In there, a base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
The center fielder, number 28, Leore Garcia.
To the plate now, Leore Garcia. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. On a good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
At the plate, Yoan Moncada. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1. Tim Anderson is on deck. Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. And he somehow gets that one by him. 3-2 now. Runners on first with 1 down. Fly ball right down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Now in the box, Tim Anderson. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Anderson.
Set and the 2-1 pitch. On the ground to the right side. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. White Sox leave 1. They lead it 4-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Stepping in, Mike Zunino. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Fouled off. Sent out to straightaway center field. Garcia is right there, 1 down. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, that number has him tied for 2nd in the AL in that category. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that means Kevin Kiermaier will hit next. 1 out, nobody on. A full count to the Rays center fielder.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
Drilled down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Joey Wendell digs in now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Line softly toward the hole. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
So now to the plate, Austin Meadows. Grounded back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner scores from second as they chip into the deficit here. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. At the plate now, Brandon Lowe. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. 2 down, runners at first and second. Swing and a line drive. And that's in there. Base hit. And that'll score the runner from second as the lead is cut to 4-2 now.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Standing in now, Ji-Man Choi. Fouled away. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Fastball here misses low, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
And he popped him up, but this will land untouched.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So stepping in, Nate Lowe, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. A ball and 2 strikes.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. Home half of the 5th coming up, and the White Sox are out in front, 4-2. Bottom of the inning now. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-1.
Count is 2-1.
Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
The 3-1 pitch. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. He gets under it and makes the catch in the deep part of the field.
Now batting,
So one away here with the bases empty. And one of the more prolific RBI men in the league the last few years, Jose Abreu, will bat next. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Grandal.
Into the box now, Yasmani Grandal. Hit in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down. The 2-2 one more time.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the payoff pitch home. Popped him up. Choi has a play. And that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the White Sox, but they still lead this one 4-2. Michael Kopech takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 34, Michael Kopech.
And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. The 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. The 2-2 one more time. And he fouls this one off. Smoke toward the hole. And that is through into right field for a single.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Stepping in now, Mike Zunino. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just hung in there on that one. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
And he will take ball 4. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
1-1. Fouled off. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line, but this will land untouched. Working for the punch out and the offering. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Bounce to first. Fielded by Abreu to second for 1. To Abreu for the big double play.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
2-1 to the Rays leadoff batter. Popped him up. Abreu has room in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. It's the White Sox 4, the Rays 2. Striding into the box, Nick Madrigal. He'll lead things off in the pale hose half of the 6th. The 1-1 home. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Meadows coming in on it, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Now batting, left fielder, Louis.
Stepping up now, Luis Robert. He's been great lately, and it's resulted in his being awarded with the American League Rookie of the Month award. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And there's ball 2 now. Offers it that one a little late, and it's 2-2 now. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Blake Rutherford is on deck. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Line drive base hit.
Hey, guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
In now, Blake Rutherford. Count is 1-2 now. Fouled away. First and second here with nobody out. Now a curveball misses inside. In the dirt here. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Into the box, Leury Garcia. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. On the ground is short. This could be 2. The second for 1. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Now batting.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import Yoan Moncada. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. White Sox pick up just the 1. 7th inning coming up. It's the White Sox 5, the Rays 2. Digging in, Willy Adames. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
So now to the plate, Austin Meadows. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in the zone to induce a ground ball double play.
5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. And it's fouled away. The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Line to the right side. Rutherford is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting. Number 8.
Stepping into the box, Brandon Lowe. So far 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Now another 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Rutherford is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Now at the plate, Ji-Man Choi. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. Here's the 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Garcia is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. One left for Tampa, and the deficit remains 5-2. Chaz Rowe will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Number 52, Chaz Rowe.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now the 2-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Rowe was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. Struck him out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box, Edwin Encarnacion. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounder down the line at third. He's got it. Throw on to first will take care of Encarnacion for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the first
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. The 1-2. And that misses 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
3-2 pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. And Meadows makes the catch for route number 3. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. And it remains 5-2. Steve Cishek has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 31, Steve Cishek.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Nate Lowe. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
At the plate, Yandy Diaz. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Standing in now, Mike Zunino. Weak grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Hit high and deep out to left. Looking up is the left fielder. Still going back. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a solo homer here for Mike Zunino. Home run number 5 on the year, and it's a 5-3 game now.
Man, I love that AB right there. He rushed him in with the pitch before. You would think maybe he would leak a little bit, cheat to the inside half of the plate. Not the case. Kept his shoulder square, stayed on that pitch middle away, and was able to drive it out of the yard.
Stepping in now, Kevin Kiermaier. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Hit hard up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is, they're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Number 39.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Joey Wendell. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Digging in once again, Willie Adames. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
2 down, runners at first and second. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1.
Hey! 2-2 now.
And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Rays get one back here thanks to the solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the White Sox 5 and the Rays 3. Diego Castillo is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Liner toward right center. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting, the second baseman, Nick Madrigal.
Into the box now, Nick Madrigal. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Adames picks it up. Return throw is in time. And what do you know? They do get the double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
So base is empty now after the double play. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Luis Robert. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike three. Nothing doing here for the White Sox, and it remains 5-3. Striding in to start the ninth, Austin Meadows, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Garcia is there, and he has it for the out. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So coming to the plate, Brandon Lowe. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. 1 out, nobody on. Ground ball right side. Reined in. Throw to first will be in time, and the Rays are now down to their final out.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Ji-Man Choi. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. The 1-1 fouled away. And now this relatively sparse crowd comes to their feet one final time. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. Tampa Bay, good night.
Yeah, they needed him a little bit earlier in this one, but he takes the mound in the 8th and records the final 4 outs. 4 out save. Job well done.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. Chicago led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Lucas Giolito earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Ryan Yarbrough worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. Aaron Bummer records 4 outs on his way to the save, his 13th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Klezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious White Sox. 5 runs on 9 hits.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Cincinnati Reds and the Colorado Rockies. Get ready for Rockies baseball next. Herman Marquez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, looks like they were determined to be aggressive early, and it almost results in a home run in the first at-bat of the game, but he'll settle for a double and hope the number 2 man can pick him up.
Digging in, Freddie Galvis. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Hit down the third baseline. Marquez has over 40 innings on his line so far, and over those innings he's worked to a whip of just a little over 1.3, so he's a reliable arm in terms of limiting traffic on the base paths. The 1-2 pulled toward right center field. Nick Wooden's under it. One down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 2, Nick Castellanos.
Into the box now, Nicholas Castellanos. And he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Yep, 1 and 2.
Misses, ball 2. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Winker on second. Castellanos is over at first with 1 away. Hits this one hard the other way. Murphy's got it. There's 1, and good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. And now the Rockies will go on offense for the first time. No score. Sonny Gray gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
In now, Trevor Story. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, and that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work, but I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
To the plate now, Daniel Murphy. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Batting third, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Standing in, Nolan Arenado. As you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. The 1-1 home. And he fouls this one off. Fouled off. And a foul tip here, but it's held onto for the out. Good work behind the plate, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Now at the plate, Mike Moustakas. Previous history with German Marquez. He's gone 2 for 6. Here's the 1-1 pitch.
Nope.
Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, we had eyeballs on yesterday's game. They were able to win that one. They're playing really focused right now, and if they execute like yesterday, I don't see any reason why they don't win today's game.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 44.
Now batting, Aristides Aquino. No score here as we play inning number 2. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. Hit on the ground to short. Story scoops it up, and there are 2 away now.
Batting seventh.
Now at the plate, Tucker Barnhart, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. The 1-1 misses, ball 2. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict.
Consistent. You want to give him the inside half. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
B that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here. Just
into the box, Derek Dietrich. And that misses, 2-1.
that was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Ready with the 2-1 to 2-2 now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Good eye to lay off the knuckle curve that time, and he makes it a full count.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Blackman is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Striding in for his first at-bat, Charlie Blackman, as he's been in a pretty good stretch over the last 10 or so ball games. Now the 2-1 pitch. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now, 3-2.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, David Dahl.
Striding in for the Rockies, David Dahl, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. The 1-2, and there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
The bouncer to the left side, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the 1-out double. As he moves into double digits now as we check out the team leaderboard. That is 10 for him here on the campaign. So digging in now, Tyler Naquin. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Bottom of the second here with no score. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Looking at his career totals, Naquin hits a little over the 270 mark. Hit on the ground to short. Galvis has it. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Stepping into the box, Dom Nunez, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The set and the 1-1. Right side, fair ball down the line. And the run will score as the Rockies stake themselves to an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Couple of hits lead to 1 in the inning for Colorado. We've played 2 full. Rockies lead it 1-0. So here's the Reds pitcher, Sonny Gray. 9-1-2 due up. One and 2 the count to the Reds pitcher. The 1-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
And it's fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. In comes Naquin. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening. Striding in once again, Jesse Winker. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. On the run is Dahl. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The batter.
Digging in to try it again, Freddie Galvis. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year. And with it, the Reds have tied the ball game at 1.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
So now to the plate, Nicholas Castellanos. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitch.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. But the Reds are able to square things up on this solo home run. We played 2.5, all even at 1 apiece. Into the box now is the Colorado pitcher, German Marquez, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So 4 of the first 7 outs thus far tonight have come via the punch out. And as we check out our Reds leaderboard, we find that he currently sits 3rd best on the club in that department. Trevor Story steps in now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball called strike, 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Daniel Murphy.
Standing in now, Daniel Murphy. Hit hard on the ground to 3rd. Scooped up. On to Dietrich at 1st, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. Through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So now the Reds cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 1-1.
Nope, inside.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Hit sharply on the ground and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
At the plate, Mike Moustakas. All even now, 2-2. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
Now batting, number 44.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Aristides Aquino comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. One pitch is a knuckle curve. He's in the hole now, 1-2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Ready on 1-2. Runner on first here with one gone and a 1-1 tie. Grounded down the third baseline, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. Throw won't get him.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. Stepping in now, Tucker Barnhart. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. Three-run home run down the line and right. Home run number 2 for him on the year as the Reds have opened up a 4-1 lead.
Well, there's nothing that makes you feel as helpless as a ball like this. The pitcher and the right fielder were wishing and hoping it would hook foul right of the pole, but no such luck. Off the foul pole and gone.
In now, Derek Dietrich. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
And the count will be full. 3 runs already home here. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he'll reach second now with one away.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
To the plate now, Sonny Gray. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box, Jesse Winker. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. But 3 for the Reds in the inning, all coming on this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 4-1 Reds. At the plate, Nolan Arenado looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And that's out number one.
The right fielder, number 19.
So the base is empty here with one away. And into bat next, the big-time RBI man, Charlie Blackmon. The 1-1 home. And this one runs a little too far in, ball two. Right side and right into the shift. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, Dero, with that stacked infield on the right side. To hit it through where the shift is, have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball and was able to find the hole.
Taken, but called a strike.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get two. Galvis, and nearly a double play. That was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
So a runner at first here with two gone in the inning. And into bat next, it'll be Tyler Naquin. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The runner from first crosses the plate.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one hop the wall off the track.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Rockies do get a run in the inning on this RBI double. We're through four. It's now 4-2. Digging in and looking for more, Freddie Galvis. He'll start off the fifth in this one.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball two.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through for a hit.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
At the plate, Nicholas Castellanos. In the air now, out to left. Waiting on it is Dahl, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batter.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Into the box now, Mike Moustakas. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3, and the inning is over. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. Last half of the 5th coming up. Reds out in front 4-2. Welcome back to Coors Field in Denver as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi. A bouncer up the middle. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
Raimel Tapia will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. Got him.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
So fouled off. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Over to first, Gray, and he just manages to get his hand in. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. In now, Daniel Murphy. Fly ball right down the line in left. And no one will track it down. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1 left for Colorado. Still down by a count of 4-2. Jake McGee takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Rockies, number 51, Jake McGee.
New inning set to get underway. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Aristides Aquino. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-1 home.
Nope, outside.
McGee is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays. Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box, Tucker Barnhart. Fouled away. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. And he fouls this one off. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. On he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Hampson takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Up next for Cincinnati.
Striding in, Derek Dietrich. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. A ball and 2 strikes now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A bouncer to the left side. Arenado with the bare hand in time. Reds are down and ordered as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. He was a ground out victim last time up. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, these guys have had a hard time making contact all game long, racking up a bunch of Ks, so that's their first walk of the game. We'll see if that gets them going a bit.
And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Now the 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. A runner at first with no outs here. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. The throw is wild and he gets away.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, David Dahl. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. A 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Smoke toward third. He's got it. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Brian Shaw is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 29, Brian Shaw.
Phillip Ervin is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Ervin.
Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Shaw was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Jesse Winker.
At the plate now, Jesse Winker pulled high in the air out to right field. Blackmon on the move. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Freddie Galvis will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. A good movement bearing in. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds, but they still lead this one 4-2. Lucas Sims gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Lucas Sims.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So here's Tyler Naquin. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. And an offline throw, but he just does get back to the bag for the putout.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Dom Nunez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder coming on, and they can't run it down. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Inside, he misses ball 4.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Runners on first with 1 down. Hit the other way out toward right field. Number 44 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Josh Fuentes will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Hitting for the Rockies. Number 8, Josh Fuentes.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 8th inning coming up. It's the Reds 4 and the Rockies 2. Wade Davis has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 71, Wade Davis.
Ready to begin the 8th. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Eugenio Suarez. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
To the plate now, Mike Moustakas. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order too.
Here's the 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Giving chase is Dahl. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Reds are down in order as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Pedro Strop is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 46, Pedro Strop.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. So 1 gone for the Rockies here in the 8th. And up next, postseason record holder Daniel Murphy. The 1-1 home is taken below the zone for a ball.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs, as that's out number 2.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Stepping in now, Nolan Arenado. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They trail it here 4-2. All set for the start of the inning. Settling in now, Aristides Aquino. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he misses 2-1. Hit back up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the 9th. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive, and you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a 1-run lead.
Tucker Barnhart will stride in again, as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. Now the 1-1 pitch. Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman. Digging in now, Derek Dietrich. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Popped him up. Nunez shading to his right. 2 gone. Mark Payton will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Number 34, Mark Payton.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
The 3-2 pitch, and it's fouled away. The next 3-2. Line to the right side, but foul. Swing and a high pop-up toward the stands behind third. And Arenado will make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for Cincinnati, but they still lead this one 4-2. Raisel Iglesias is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th.
Raisel Iglesias.
Leading off the inning, Charlie Blackmon, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. The 3-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Castellanos is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away.
The batter, the left fielder.
Ready once again, David Dahl. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. One out, nobody on. Outside in a full count, 3-2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Tyler Naquin. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Ball, that's out. That's ball 3.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the ninth. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
Full count now. 2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. Drilled to the right side. A dive, and he knocks it down. Throw on to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Reds will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. Takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys in their home dugout and gives you confidence to come back and do it again tomorrow.
4-2 the final score tonight. Cincinnati took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Sonny Gray wins his 3rd of the season. Raisel Iglesias earns the save out of the bullpen, his 9th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the San Diego Padres and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Friars have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Walker Buehler will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run. We may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
Coming to the plate now, Juan Lagares. And we are set for baseball here this evening. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, for me today, the key to winning this ball game begins and ends on the mound. And it has to be early on the attack, getting 0-1. You can't allow these guys to get into count leverage and to hunt your fastball. There has to be execution, down and away, up and in, to keep these guys honest, and it has to start from pitch 1.
And he lays off ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
Batting second, the first baseman,
Eric Hosmer to the plate now. In his career against this pitcher, he's got 1 hit in 16 tries. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. A ball and a strike to count to Hosmer. Lined into right, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
batting third, the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
So now to the plate, Tommy Pham. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Working for the punch out and the offering, and he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. and check out the recent numbers, clearly providing a lot of thump at the plate right now. Lagares over at second, Hosmer at first, 1 gone. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Squared that one up just a little late. To short. Scooped up. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Now at the plate, Manny Machado, and their runners at the corners now.
Machado.
Ready with the 2-1. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
You don't think being a starting pitcher in this league will test your resolve? He's already given up more runs in the first inning in this one than he did his entire last start. That's the kind of roller coaster ride that will make you a little crazy. But that's kind of how baseball works sometimes.
So striding forward now, Will Myers. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. A 1-2 count to Will Myers.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Fouled off. The next 3-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Bellinger's under it. And the inning is over. Joey Lucchesi gets the start for San Diego in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that can hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Digging in, Justin Turner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Fly ball out toward left center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
This is exactly what you want to do when you've gone down by 2 runs. Answer the bell. So he leads off the next inning and gets them going with a double. Now if they can scratch a run or 2 across this inning, they'll be right back in this one.
At the plate, Corey Seager. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Dozier fields it cleanly, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting third, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
So a runner at third here with 1 gone, and that'll bring up Mookie Betts. A man at third with 1 away. High in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
A bouncer to the left side. And there's out number 2. Next up for Los Angeles, Cody Bellinger. And he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a dive in recent action. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And they are on the board as the run scores from third to cut the lead to 2-1 now.
That is it. The first baseman, Matt Muncy.
Next up is Max Muncy, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Guys, the Swinging Friars, as they take the field here tonight, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Myers going back. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. It's the Padres 2 and the Dodgers 1. Second inning set to go. Brian Dozier at the plate, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Still 2-2. Now the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Pollock giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Francisco Mejia.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring in the catcher, Francisco Mejia. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year, and it gives the Padres a 3-1 lead.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
In now, Joey Lucchesi. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
Into the box, Juan Lagares. Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks in bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Digging in now for San Diego, Eric Hosmer, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The 2-1 is a fastball that misses.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Pitch is piling up, 44, and he's not clear of the second yet. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Chopped toward the second baseman. He's got it. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. The Padres get 1 in the inning, and it comes on the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 3-1 Friars. Leading off the inning, A.J. Pollock, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
2-2 the count. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that means the plug-and-play utility man Kike Hernandez will bat next. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Batting 8, the catcher.
Next for the Dodgers, Will Smith. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 1-1 is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. Score holds. It's 3-1. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. Let's send it down to the field and Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Digging in, Tommy Pham, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead.
Pham connects and sends it to deep left field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot that time for Tommy Pham. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Padres have made it a 4-1 game.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
Into the box now, Fernando Tatis Jr. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. No outs, nobody on. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
At the plate now, Manny Machado. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
Hey, after the double at his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Fouled away. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
We got 3-2.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
He loses him on ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
At the plate, Will Myers flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
Oh, and a great knuckle curve just buckled him there, and there are 2 gone. So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring up the power-hitting second baseman Brian Dozier. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Now the 3-2 pitch, and he fouls this one off. And it's fouled away. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 3-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. And that misses, ball 4, so it's 1st and 2nd now with 2 out.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone, and that'll bring in the catcher, Francisco Mejia. The 1-1. And this one's in the dirt. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. The 2-1.
That's ball 3.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Swing, strike 2. Now the 3-2 pitch, and he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off of the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end make a big difference.
So here now is the pitcher, Joey Lucchesi, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Two and 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
Here's a blooper out toward left center. Coming in is Pollock. He's not going to get it, and the 2-out rally continues. And the run is in to score from second. It's 6-1.
Boy, Dero, talk about adding insult to injury right there. And the pitcher gets a 2 RBI base hit.
Yeah, and if he throws a gem, Dan, without question, he's getting his name in the box. He's all over the box score in this one. Ribbies, innings pitched, strikeouts, all of the above.
Now here's the Dodgers skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Jimmy Nelson is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Jimmy Nelson.
Standing in now, Juan Lagares on the ground to the left side. Reined in. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him and the side is retired. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Padres 6 and the Dodgers 1. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Jimmy Nelson.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Now a swing, oh, and look out over in the 3rd base dugout as that thing nearly took out half the coaching staff. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2. Justin Turner is on deck. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. After it is Myers. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, 3rd baseman.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and digging in at the plate will be Justin Turner. Hit well on the ground to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The batter, the shortstop.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And striding to the plate will be Corey Seager. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. All even now, 2-2. Pitch on the way.
Full count.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lagares is under it, and that's the 3rd out. Dodgers down in order. They trail 6-1. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Grounder down the line at 3rd, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And another foul ball. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Final line there for the Dodgers starting pitcher. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
To the plate now, Fernando Tatis Jr. A bouncer up the middle, scooped up, and the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Padres down in order. They lead it 6-1. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. Standing in, Mookie Betts. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. And right into the shift. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Hit down the line at first. But a foul ball as it holds at 2-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And it's a good start to the inning for the Dodgers on the leadoff double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
In now, Cody Bellinger. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Bellinger is working with a slugging percentage over .550, so there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league. Drilled on the ground to short, and there's one down now. One gone now in the Dodger 4th, and that'll bring up the big bat of Max Muncy. Runner at second here with one man out. Grounded back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. That makes it a 6-2 game.
The center fielder, number 11, A.J. Pollock.
So now to the plate, A.J. Pollock. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Second baseman, Kike Hernandez.
At the plate, Kike Hernandez. Hernandez behind the ball and 2 strikes. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Swung on and chopped up the middle. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for LA. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Padres lead it 6-2. Stepping up to the plate, Manny Machado. He'll get it started against Jimmy Nelson as we get the inning underway. This is foul right side. The 2-2. Grounded to short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
1 away, and here's the 2013 American League Rookie of the Year, the power hitting Will Myers. One out, nobody on. 2 balls and a strike now as that misses to the San Diego right fielder. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Now here it comes. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Now batting.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Brian Dozier. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. 2 out, nobody on. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now, 3-2. Francisco Mejia would be next. Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts has a read on it, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They lead it 6-2. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said the high pitch count they've run up is a result of a lot of great battles at the plate by his guys, and he's not wrong. So far, they've worked 5 full counts in their at-bats.
Thank you, Heidi. Leading off the inning, Will Smith, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Myers is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Gavin Lux will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
He's hitting for the Dodgers. Number 48.
Bases are empty, one man out. Sliced hard down the left field line, and this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And he'll pull into second with one away. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the one-out double. And there you see the Dodger leaderboard in that category as he currently ranks second best on the club. Stepping in now, Justin Turner. Swing and a liner. Foul. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
So runners at first and second here with one away. And up next, the former All-Star shortstop Corey Seager. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. To second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Ross Stripling is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Ross Stripling.
Top half of the 6th about to get started. Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Mejia. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. Up high, 2-1 now. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Is laid off, and the count runs full.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
High in the air out to center field. Bellinger's under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, Joey Lucchesi, getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. The 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. Betts has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 7.
The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go Juan Lagares. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Now the pitch. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Lagares will go to second base. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
At the plate now, Eric Hosmer. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hosmer in front now at 3-1 count. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
2 out here and a runner at second. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Drew Pomeranz enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 15, Drew Pomeranz.
Ready for another chance? Mookie Betts. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Under it, Lagares, and there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. A hit in 2 tries so far. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled away.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he fouls this one off. This is popped up. Hosmer over to his right. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
now batting.
At the plate, Max Muncy. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Muncy.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
So striding in, A.J. Pollock. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Dodgers leave 1. They still trail here at 6-2. Ready now, Tommy Pham. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Now batting, shortstop, Fernando Tatis.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Fernando Tatis Jr. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too. It's
a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And it's a foul ball. The 1-2. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. 1 there. Over to Muncy, and they double him up.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
So base is empty now after the double play. And standing in is the veteran third baseman, Manny Machado. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that they'll end the inning. Nothing doing there for the Friars. They lead it 6-2. Last half of the 7th here. Now to the plate, Kike Hernandez. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Ball, that's just out. Thank you.
Will Smith waits on deck. Three-2 pitch. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
The catcher, Will Smith.
Stepping in, Will Smith. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. A ball and 2 strikes.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
The 1-2.
Ball, that's too high.
Nobody out, runner on first. Hit hard to short. Oh, terrible bounce, and it goes right by him. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Justin Turner. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. The 1-1 home. Back up the middle and through into center field. A base hit. 1 run is scored. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or eighth in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Now pitching for the Padres.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Standing in now, Corey Seager. And this will be fouled away. The 2-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And it's fouled away. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Again, he sends it out of play.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Not on that one, as this is bounced foul. It's still 1-2. From the stretch. Fouled off. The 1-2.
You know, these kind of at-bats can drive you crazy when you're on the mound. I mean, he's been ahead of him pretty much the whole time, but he just can't put him away. Not only that, but it's costing him a lot of bullets.
The 2-2.
Four foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Dozier on to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Now batting.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. One run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
So here's Cody Bellinger as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Lifted the other way out to left center. And that will fall as he comes through. It's a base hit. And that'll plate the tying run from third as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings. So that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Ball even at 2-2.
It is absolutely amazing how this game has just changed on a dime right here. Credit the offense putting a big.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. And we are all even at 6 apiece. Blake Trinan is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. So So here's Will Myers. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-1 is a slider swung on and missed away. Trinan, a former member of the Oakland A's. He was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off season.
Ball 2 with a sinker that runs off the inside. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Into the box, Brian Dozier. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box now, Francisco Mejia. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Greg Garcia.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Man, that's going to drive the manager insane. He loses control of his release point, and now the go-ahead run moves 90 feet closer to scoring. He's going to have to make some good pitches now to get out of this.
Here's Juan Lagares. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Padres leave a pair. This game remains tied at 6. Craig Stammen is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 34, Craig Stammen.
Bottom of the inning now. Now in the box, A.J. Pollock. He went down on strikes last time up. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time. The 2-2 one more time is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
In now, Kike Hernandez. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Stepping in now, Will Smith. 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Again, another foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Chopper to short. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. And if you start to think about a pinch hitter, here's what the Dodgers have remaining on their bench. DJ Peters will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 70, DJ Peters.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw. The set and the 2-1. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
So now to the plate, Justin Turner. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. The 1-2. Second and third, 2 away. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Sent on the ground out to second. On to first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing as that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 9th inning coming up, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Joe Kelly will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
17, Joe.
So stepping in, Eric Hosmer. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Another full count pitch home. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Striding into the box, Tommy Pham. Go ahead run at first, nobody out. The 1-1 pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
At the plate, Fernando Tatis Jr. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Bellinger looking up. Gone! A two-run shot that gives them the lead. So a two-run shot to left center, and it's now an 8-6 ball game.
Hey, with one swing of the bat, that closer better get ready. He's going to be doing some work in the bottom half of this inning.
And in steps Manny Machado. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Still only one out in the inning. Fouled away. He'll try it again, 3-2. Now this ball's hit out to deep left center. Pollock looking up. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. It's a solo home run off the bat of Manny Machado. Home run number 9 on the year as they jump ahead by 3. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Yeah, you know what? Dodger Stadium has always been known for a very high mound, and pitchers love to pitch in this ballpark. In D-Row, when the sun goes down and that marine layer air comes in, this is a tough yard to hit the ball.
I was going right there, Dan. Day game, this place plays completely different, but to do it at night, that's why it was such an impressive performance today. For them to move traffic all over the yard today, not easy to do.
Will Myers will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. Three runs already home here. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Alexander has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time to short, hit hard, and that's the second out. Stepping up now, Brian Dozier. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. A 1-1. Hit hard to third. Turner has it. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that they'll end the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. It's the Padres 9 and the Dodgers 6. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Kirby Yates comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot, number 39, Kirby Yates. Now playing right field and batting.
Stepping in, Corey Seager. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Three and 1 is the count to the Dodgers shortstop.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull a trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. The 3-2 pitch. Grounded softly down the line toward first. Fielded cleanly, and good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Sometimes for a first baseman, the best thing you do is just go ahead and tag the guy like that. Hey, there's a lot more that can go wrong when you try to throw to the pitcher or the second baseman covering.
Here's Mookie Betts. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
The 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. He'll try again. 1-2.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
Line hard to the left side, but foul.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Standing in now, Cody Bellinger. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. The Dodgers down to their final strike. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
9-6 the final tally in this one. San Diego used a 3-run ninth to help propel them to the win. Craig Stammen gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Kirby Yates records the save, his 10th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious San Diego Padres, 9 runs on 9 hits.